Hey y'all, it's Katrina with Faith and Loops Crochet. Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. I like to go over different things that happen in my crochet journey of starting this new business of crochet. I like to share things that I've learned and different patterns that I come across. Today I'm going to be going over my last market of 2024. And this year has been an absolute journey. And this particular market today, spoiler alert, it was my worst market of the year financially. But if you go to markets, you know it's not just always about money. It's definitely the main reason you're there, but it's not all about that. I got to meet a lot of new people, and I got to see some of my old people from my past. And actually, whenever I showed up at this market, my best friend beat me there, and she got to spend a couple of hours with me, so that was great. So, like I said, this was my worst market. I did not do good at this market. Did I make my booth fee back? Yes, I did. The booth fee on this one was $80. I did make 5 times my booth fee. I actually brought 268 items to this particular market, and I brought $2,625 worth of inventory. So I don't think that was the issue. I think the issue is people were done Christmas shopping. I had so many people come to my booth, and the kids were looking and grabbing. They're like, well, you already have your Christmas. I've already bought your Christmas. So they only bought the smaller items. I only sold one item that was over $25. And that was the Madeline Mako cow, my cream cow that I sell that in almost every market. And it has the embroidered eyes. Was the largest item I sold. Now, I did end up making, I normally don't share this, but I did end up making $476 at this market. Is that the worst amount that I've made this year? Yes. Did I go out the year with a bang? I did not. But that's okay. Like I said, my best friend was there, so she got to see, the setup and everything like that. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and insert a video so you can see my setup as well. I hope you enjoyed watching this setup. We actually got to even get a bigger space. This market was the second time that this market had happened. It had happened a month previous to this market. We had one in the same exact location. And I think that might have hurt sales. And not only hurt sales, but I think that some vendors that signed up for both of them didn't come to the second one because they didn't do good at the first one. So get there, set up, and the person next to me was all set up, and I'm like, okay, like I'm looking at my watch, and I'm like, we got like 15 minutes here before we actually open the doors, and the booth right next to me wasn't there. She said, I went up to the coordinator, and she said that she had a couple of people that called and said that they were going to be late. She said if they hadn't set up by 9:30, we opened the doors at 9. If they hadn't set up by 9:30, that we could scoot over. So the market was from 9 to 4. Not sure if I said that or not. So right about 9:20, I started kind of shifting over a little bit. So I was actually able to get more space. I was next to the end. I don't know if you could see that in the video exactly where I was, but I was next to the end. So I couldn't like shift all the way over. So what I did is I shifted over quite a bit and widened my space, and the vendor next to me, she could actually spread out more too, so we could fill some of that space. In talking to some of the other vendors, I hadn't had time to walk around or anything. And in the very back, there was actually a spot with like 5 empty booths. So there was a lot of cancellations. I talked to someone else and they said that the coordinator had actually had 5 other people that canceled the night before. And she did not have time to fill those spaces. She had a couple cancel the Wednesday and she was able to fill those spaces, which it's an absolute shame because she said she had a waiting list and, you know, some other people could have gotten in there. This market was for December the 15th. So it was right before Christmas. And I thought I was going to do really well, and I didn't. I did have some top sellers. I did make 5 times 5 my booth fee, which I know everybody, you know, you want to try to get at least 10 times your booth fee. This one I only made 5, but I mean that's better. At least I made my booth fee back. So I'm going to go over some of the items that I sold and my best sellers. By far, almost every time I go to market, my best sellers are my turtles. So this pattern is one of those ones that it's kind of a mix. I picked out kind of what I liked here and what I liked here and put it all together. I sell these for $8 and I brought 10 of these to market. And I sold 5 of them. So I thought that was pretty good. Now I did this time make sure that I had some with their embroidered eyes. Actually, the embroidered eyes on this piece actually helped me in selling a custom order of a loaf cow with the embroidered eyes on it. So I actually got to do that aftermarket. I went ahead and accepted payment there, you know, took her name and number and everything, and actually met up with her later on the next week to deliver that. And they had this eyes. She said it was for like, I think it was like a 1.5-year-old. So needed something without the, you know, the hard plastic eyes. So just having one on the shelf actually helped me sell one of these. So I thought it was great. So I had 10 of these and I sold 5 of them. So I have some market prep to do there. She was my #1 bestseller. So I actually, every single market I have, one of my best sellers normally is my keychains. Now, I did bring 32 keychains, and at this particular market, I sold 4 of them. And these are just 2 examples of the keychains that I bring. I always bring a variety of keychains. But at this particular market, I sold a lot of my my ice cream keychains. I sold 2 of those. And when I say a lot, I had 3 of them, and this is the only one I have left. So I definitely will be adding that to my market prep list for next year. Yeah, so 2 of those. And then, oh, I'm sorry. I sold 2 of the ice cream, but 4 keychains overall. Another item that I sell almost at every market, and people have a fit over these, and that's my possum. This is the Drinker Crochets YouTube tutorial possum. I sell these for $8. And I brought 6 of these to market, and I sold 3 of them, which I think is absolutely awesome. Possums are actually my logo. So, like, when they come up, they're like, oh, a possum. I'm like, oh, look at my logo. That's what my logo is. And the reason my logo is a possum is because it was the very first item I ever sold of my crochet. I have 2, me and my husband have a couple that we know that live in North Carolina. And we vacation together and stuff. We don't get to see them all the time. And they're big supporters of my business. And the first thing that I sold and shipped was to them, and it was a possum. So that's where the possum comes in as my logo. So I always make sure I have these at market, and they're my favorite. I'm sure if you watched any of my videos, you can tell that they're definitely my favorite. So I did sell 3 of these out of the 6 that I had. So I'll definitely be marking prepping some of those as well. And I didn't know if these would sell or not. I didn't know if they were going to be just a Halloween thing. Turns out they're not. People love the spiders. I've sold quite a few of them every time I bring them, and this will be one of the things that I have on my table every time. And this is by Handmade by Nicole. I brought 7 of these to market, and I sold 3 of them. I didn't anticipate I would sell them, but I thought, hey, little boys might like them. And I find that little girls like them quite a bit too. I thought it would just be a boy thing, but it's not. Girls like them too. So I sell these for $8, the smaller version. And I sold 3 of these. So I thought that was pretty awesome too. Now, I did have a sellout. And it surprised me to have a sellout. I make the mini birds, and I have the mallard duck, and I have the just regular chick, and then I have the eagle. I actually sold all of my mini chicks. I had, if I'm not mistaken, and you can double check me if you like, I've done a market prep video of my $5 to $10 items if you'd like to see them all. If I can figure out how to insert it, which I'm not sure I can, I'll insert it either here or here, and you can click the link to that video. Not sure if I can figure it out, but I'll try. If not, you can just go back to my playlist and it's on there. But I think I had 2 blue ones and 1 pink one, and I sold all 3 of those. So I'm going to be making quite a few of these for my next market in the beginning of next year, because it is like, I don't know, probably about 4 weeks before Easter. So I think they probably will be a hit. But I sold out of all of those, so I'll definitely be market prepping those too. So those were my top sellers. Everything else was like 1 or 2, and that's all I sold of them. I did have one other custom order that I wanted to go over with you today. I didn't get any pictures because honestly, I forget to take pictures. And I don't just forget to take pictures for Instagram or YouTube. I forget to take pictures of family events. I'm not a good picture taker. I promise I will get better. I am working on it. I'm just not good at it. I just forget to do it. But I'm going to work on that. That is one of the things that I'm going to work on in 2025. Promise. So this right here is Madeline Mako's mini monkey pattern. And I had this gentleman come up to me. He's like, me and my wife have a standing joke about a green monkey. Do you have a green monkey? I was like, no, but I do take custom orders. He said, well, I would really like a green monkey. So I showed him this one, and then I showed him the other larger Madeline Mako monkey. And he chose this monkey. He's like, I'd like to have this one in green. So I went through and I showed him my green colors, and he decided to go with the Gava green and then the ice green for the nose and the limbs and ears and stuff. So the next week, I got to deliver him his green monkey. So I'm not sure if he gave it to his wife for Christmas or what, but I wonder what that joke was. I honestly do. I wonder what the joke was about the green monkey, but you know, it was a private joke between husband and wife, but it was very interesting. And I wish I had gotten a picture because you wouldn't think it, but this monkey turned out so cute. I made it and I was like, I'm going to start making the monkeys in some different colors because it was just that cute. So I'm going to do a green one and I'm going to do a pink one. And if those turn out good, I'm going to do a blue one as well, because I think that maybe the colored monkeys might go for Easter pretty well. So I'm going to be doing some of those. I'll be sharing those in some future videos as well. But cute little monkey. Wish I got pictures. I'm so bad at that. So I did get the 2 customs done and got those already sent off, met up with them. My daughter, she actually sewed one of her snakes. She sewed her long pink snake. So I thought that was awesome. So with me bringing $2,625 worth of inventory with this market and me selling, $476 worth of inventory, and that included the custom orders, I sold about 18% of my inventory. So that's not horrible. I'm happy with that. Whenever you start doing markets, you start comparing to other markets you've had. And you have to do that as a good business decision is, do I want to do this market again? So I'm kind of at a crossroads here. I don't know because it is one of my lowest selling markets, but I got to take some other things into consideration. The fact is that I got to set up the night before, and that's awesome. I don't know if you've done it or not, but it's really nice to just be able to set up the night before, go home, take it easy. We actually got supper before we came home, so that was great. And then you don't have to get up super early the next day and set up and everything before you start your market that day. So that's awesome. So that is a bonus, even if I didn't make as much. And another bonus is it's only 30 minutes away from the house. So running back and forth isn't a big deal. And then like I'm not sure if I mentioned or not, but my best friend actually met me at the market. So she got to be involved in the market a little bit for the first time because it was in my local town. And that's one of those things that's kind of priceless for me because she got to kind of see me in action, should I say. But she got to see, the whole setup and everything, and her kids got to run around. Actually, her youngest daughter was my first sale. I sold her a chicken nugget. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then another lady, it was an absolute blessing I got to talk to her. We were friends for a long time, and then, life happens. And I hadn't seen her in probably 7 or 8 years. And I actually got to see her and her daughter and their setup. And, her daughter came over to me and had video chatted her other daughter. And I got to talk to her and meet her daughter. And it was awesome. So it's not always about money, right? So I'm not sure if I'm going to set up or not at this market again. I didn't do great, but memories are priceless. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do it again. I know because it was in November they had one, in December they had one, and I know in November I already have a market lined up, so I know I won't be doing that one. I'm not sure about the December market or not. So I did sell a total of 44 items out of the 268 items, and that's not horrible. I'm not sure. Like I said, it was the worst market of the year, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be going back to this market. I guess you'll have to tune in and see if I return back next year. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your day and spending with me. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. My next video hopefully will be going over what I learned in 2025, and then I have another one coming out of my market prep of 2025. So subscribe so you don't miss those. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I do hope you have a wonderful and blessed day and new year, and God bless.